I am learning, my friends, I am learning, and if you haven't already, you will too, that we are meant to flourish. We are meant to flourish, mothers. We especially are. If not us, then who? Because we are doing the most important work. I believe that 100%. Welcome to Motherhood 2.0, where we're taking motherhood to the next level. I'm Dr. Christina Hibbert, your host, clinical psychologist, speaker, author, and, mom of 6 and mother of the year for Arizona, here to help you overcome, to become, and yes, to flourish as we grow through motherhood together instead of just going through it on our own. Be sure to visit my website, drchristinahibbert.com, as well as join our Facebook group, Motherhood 2.0. All right, everybody, let's get growing. Hey friends, it's me, Dr. Christina Hibbert here. I am so thrilled to welcome you to our brand new Motherhood 2.0. Woohoo! Oh, that's right. We have changed, we have grown, we have upgraded to Motherhood 2.0, taking it up a notch, going to the next level with motherhood. It was time for a change, and here we are. And I'm so happy you're here with me, and I hope you love the new changes that we've made and the old flavor that we have as well. We are not changing everything. This is still the place where you come to find your tribe of other moms who are growing through motherhood and not just going through it, but we're really taking it up to the next level in the sense of finding a way to not just teach about the skills of overcoming, which we do all the time, and not just teach about the skills of becoming, but to really focus on and teach the skills of flourishing, and specifically the skills of self-mastery. And that's where the 2.0 part comes in. And today's episode is just me, just you and me, and we're going to have a lot more of these one-on-one episodes because I have a lot of things to share. I've been doing a lot of research and working on my new book, Mastery of Motherhood. And that's what's really inspired me to want to change things, like the look of our logo and the look of the picture that you get when you come to our Facebook group page, which I've also changed. It's now Motherhood 2.0. Used to be Growing Through Motherhood, which you can still probably find it through that name, but Motherhood 2.0 Facebook page. Come and find us and join us. And a new theme song. What do you think? You like that? I have to tell you before I get into the show, when I started this show, it was a radio show. And that's why we've always called it Motherhood Radio and TV, because we record the video for those of you who prefer to watch video. And when I started with Web Talk Radio, and they helped me come up with the concept, and they actually asked me to do the show, and they helped me figure out they wanted to call it Motherhood, and I loved that, and they did the intro for me. And when I first heard it, if you haven't heard any of the older episodes, you got to go listen to some because it's pretty funny. I started laughing out loud because I was like, I think this song is a little too funky for me. I don't know if I'm that funky, I don't think I have that much like jive in me. But I really liked it. It was very energetic and I didn't have anything better. But all along I've wanted to write a song and have that be our theme song. And so I've used the music from my son's song. He actually wrote on his guitar for our intro, and shortly we'll be releasing the actual song that's the actual theme song for the show based on the guitar that you heard at the beginning. So I hope you like that. But the whole point is to give us a brand new feel, to give us a more concise, shorter time limits, and take all the points and just boil them down and not waste so much time talking, because I like to talk and I get in there chatting with these amazing people that I talk to here, and I get a little selfish and I say too many things, or I do what I'm doing right now, and I just kind of keep going off on tangents because it's fun for me to talk. No, we want to boil that down. We want to make it more concise. We want to have different lengths of episodes so that you can choose when you have no time, when you have more time. We're also going to have some little snippets that are going to be out as episodes that will be just maybe 5 or 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes with just a very specific topic, or maybe a clip from one of my speaking events or one of my YouTube videos or something like that. So anything that is going to help you overcome, yes, check, become, yes, check, and yes, flourish, because I am learning, my friends, I am learning, and if you haven't already, you will too, that we are meant to flourish. We are meant to flourish, mothers. We especially are. If not us, then who? Because we are doing the most important work. I believe that 100%. And we know it. And just because not all the world knows it doesn't mean we don't know it, and doesn't mean it's not true. It is true. And if we're doing the most important work, raising the next generation and human beings that are incredible contributors in this world and that bring so much good and flourishing into this world, then how can we do that if we ourselves are not flourishing, right? Now, I don't say this to pressure anybody out there who feels like they're in the overcoming, because I have been in overcoming phases so many times, always. And many times, even when I'm in my becoming and flourishing phases, I'm still also in an overcoming. And so I know what it's like. So for those of you who are feeling like, oh man, this is way too much like energy or hope for me, I can't flourish. I'm not that person. I have too many hardships. I have too much stress. I have too many responsibilities. I have, really hard things that are happening in my life, awful things that are happening in my life. I just want to tell you first and foremost that I honor your struggle, and I hope you can honor your struggle, as Brendan Burchard would say. Honor the struggle. So important. I hope you can honor where you have been and where you are now and where you desire to be. And I hope that desire to be part does include at least a hope of flourishing, because you are meant to flourish. That doesn't mean we're going to flourish all the time though, right? Doesn't mean we're going to feel it all the time. Doesn't mean we're going to always feel happy, joyful. And to me, there's a difference even between happiness and joy. And to me, joy is where flourishing is. And so we can flourish even when we don't necessarily feel happy, as long as we have that connection and meaning and purpose in our life. That's what flourishing is all about. We can have the day-to-day hormone issues and fatigue and depression that comes and goes, but we can also remember that joy is still within us. And hopefully we can choose to tap into that and to actively seek that. That to me is what flourishing is. It's not just the thing that comes around that we feel happy or we feel good in a day, or we feel like we've got a lot of blessings or we've been given something or an award or whatever it might be. Those are fun things. But I have learned, I've had a great year. I've had a lot of really exciting things happen this year and won awards and fun things. But they're just fun things at the end of the day. They don't make us flourish, okay? And so we're going to talk today about flourishing, about this idea and why Motherhood 2.0. Why am I trying to push us more? When so far our show has really been about trying to meet you moms, all of you great, fabulous, wonderful moms out there listening, to meet you where you are and to try to encourage you through the overcoming challenges in your life, overcoming all of those things that you need to overcome and to become who you can be and to flourish. But we really haven't pushed ourselves quite as much yet. And that's what this show is going to do from now on. Not that it's always going to be about the flourishing and about the pushing ourselves, but it definitely is meant to help you. And yes, I'm talking to you right there, to help you take your life, your relationships, your love, your values, your peace of mind, your emotional health, your mental, spiritual well-being, your physical strength and health and wellness, and everything that you want in your life, your success, your business, your work, to take that to whatever the next level is for you. Whatever that is for you. And that is going to be different for everybody. For some people, the next level is just getting a shower in the day, right? And actually trying to feel some joy in your life. Okay, that's the next level. For other people, the next level is, okay, I really need to get this self-worth thing down. I really struggle with that and it's holding me back. For others, it might be, you know what? My life is going really pretty darn well, but what would it look like for my relationships to be flourishing and not just good, right? What would it look like for my health to be flourishing, or my energy or my time? What would that look like? And maybe that's your next level. And that's why we're doing Motherhood 2.0. So I'm going to share a little personal experience. I don't know, I guess I haven't shared this yet, but I've been doing some high performance coaching, working with a high performance coach, a certified high performance coach, which is part of Brendon Burchard's brand. I'm also in Brendon Burchard's high performance mastermind group. And it has been literally life-changing to me. If you can read Brendon's books, High Performance Habits is just incredible. I mean, all his books are great, but that has just been so profound. If you can ever go to one of his events, High Performance Academy is just amazing. It's life-changing. I took my son, Colton, a few months ago. He's 19, and it profoundly changed his life. He's back on his mission in Fiji, and he has notes that he took with him from all the things he's learned from all the high performance work we've been doing. And the coaching that I've been doing has been really remarkable. And I have to admit something, and I apologize to any coaches out there right now, any life coaches especially, that I was very skeptical. Because I've been to a lot of therapy. I've worked with a lot of great psychologists over the years. I've learned a lot of things, especially my overcoming times, right? I've needed that help. It has been invaluable, and it's something that I recommend for everybody when you're going through those hard times, to reach out and get that help. But, I was at this point, maybe at the beginning of this year, which is 2018, when I wasn't necessarily totally in an overcoming. I mean, I was really things were going okay. My family was doing okay. We'd had some challenges, but we were doing okay. And I was definitely in a becoming, but I had been kind of in this funk. Can you relate to that? Anybody out there relate to that? Raise your hand. Okay. Yes, I can see you raising your hand. Okay. I know I'm not alone. Thank you. Now, I was in this funk of kind of like, what is next for me? What am I meant to do? And I really, 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 my friends, I believe in purpose. I believe in meaning. I believe in fulfilling a mission. I believe I have a mission and a purpose. And, but I wasn't sure what that was or how that was supposed to look. Maybe I knew what the overarching purpose was, but what on a day-to-day basis should I be doing? I was wondering, should I really be writing this Mastery of Motherhood book? Should I be working on something else? Should I be trying to grow my speaking business because I love that the most? How can I best serve? What can I do to best serve? And can any of you relate to that, where you just feel like you're just not sure, right? And I'd been in that place, I would say, for like 2 years since my concussion, which, totally literally knocked me out, but knocked me out of order in a sense. I was out of order with a sign on my face that said, nope, out of order, can't see clients, can't go on the computer, can't do all of this radio stuff like I was. And even though I could do it and I did do it, it was really challenging, really hard. I was dizzy. Had no stamina. I still struggle with balance and focus and different things that it's changed my brain, right? It's changed the ways that I can do things, or the things that I can and can't do. And so to be able to start thinking about what I needed to do was really a challenge for me. And I had been working on it for a long time. I had been praying, and I'm a believer in prayer and the power of prayer. And it always brings me answers, but of course not always the timing that we want, right? But nothing was coming. And then I came across, Brendon's book, High Performance Habits, and went to his High Performance Academy and started wondering, maybe I should try this free group coaching call that he's offering through the courses. I started taking some of his courses as well. They're excellent. And that's what's motivated me to start doing my own courses and why I'm in the mastermind, to learn how to do it from the best. And I decided to start looking into the group counseling, or the group counseling coaching. And the only time I did the group coaching, I raised my hand. You can raise your hand and sort of, if you have something you want to say or ask. And I kind of said I was struggling with like productivity and necessity. These are some of the habits. And I didn't really know, what to do. Like, how do I push myself? I feel like I'm so challenged with my kids and they always need me. And I feel like every time I try to do something that I want to do for me, the kids just need me. And then I quit and I stop. And it's like, go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. And you're interrupted all the time. That's the word that always comes to mind, especially in the summers when it's definitely interrupted all the time. And I don't want to feel that way. I mean, I want to serve my kids. I want to fulfill their needs. But I also, through that very first group coaching call, realized that there were a lot of things I was doing for my kids that were just, it was a little extra. To use their term, I was a little extra as a mom, trying to be, quote, the perfect mom and do everything for them. And that's not good. That's not good for kids. And when you have, your 19-year-old son telling you, if there's one thing I would recommend for you, I think you should not do so much for your kids because they need to learn to do a little bit more for themselves. And of course, easy for him to say because he's not one of the younger kids. But, he was right and my coach was right. And so I started coaching, even though my bias had been, I don't need a life coach. I don't need a high performance coach. I'm a psychologist. I know all this stuff. I teach it. I write books about it. So why do I need a coach? Oh, you guys, the pride. I'm so ashamed. I hate pride. It's my worst thing. It is the biggest sin that I make. And, just seems like it's always there. So I'm embarrassed, but I said it, right? I really thought, like, what could a life coach do for me? Like, they didn't go to as much school as I did. And, I have 15 years of experience. Maybe some of them have more, but I'll tell you, I'm so grateful I did it because I was so wrong. Because what I needed was someone to be part of my team, right? To be helping me and coaching me along. And that's what I want this show to be for you. I want it to be not just fun information or a good time or learning something valuable, which I want all of that to happen. But I really want it to be a challenge for you too. I want it to push you. I want it to show you a new way, to inspire you, to empower you. And yes, I believe we were doing that before, but now I want that to be the focus of the show, that we're always trying to take whatever we're doing to the next level. And I want to say too, again, as a disclaimer, sometimes, quote, the next level is doing less and relaxing more and, enjoying your life better or playing more. Okay? So I'm not just talking about like pushing yourself and adding to your to-do list, and that's not what this show's about. It's Motherhood 2.0. It's a new version of you as a mother. Okay? You evolving in the ways that you need to evolve. And I am here to help you with that, to encourage you, to show you the way. So a couple things that we're going to be doing. Number one is, like I mentioned before, our Facebook group, Motherhood 2.0. I'm going to issue some challenges there. I want everybody to participate, and not just participate, but to challenge each other and to share your successes and your stresses. And we're going to use that group in a bigger way, especially as I get this new Mastery of Motherhood book coming out. We're going to talk about all of the things in the book as we go through this season of our show. We are going to be working on the principles of self-mastery. Now, I said flourishing at the beginning, and yes, it is flourishing and overcoming and becoming. But if you really kind of combine all those, I've learned really what they are is it's the skills of self-mastery. So when I ask moms, as I think I've asked you here before, and I'll ask you again, first of all, do you believe you could master motherhood? So stop and think for a minute. Yes, you right there listening in your car or doing your laundry or whatever you're doing. Do you believe that mastery of motherhood is possible? Okay. And if so, why? And if not, why not? Now, first of all, I'm posting this question on our Facebook group. So go there and share your answers. I want to hear what you think. So you can go there right now, even share your answers. Okay. Do you believe it's possible? Before you continue, before you listen to my answer, I want you to be honest with yourself. Okay. Because what I've learned is I've gone and spoken to a lot of groups about this, groups of moms. I've been talking to them for over a year and a half now about this topic. And most moms say no. They don't believe mastery motherhood is possible. Some say totally possible. Of course it's possible. Very few though. And some say, well, maybe. I guess it depends on what you mean by mastery. And that's what we're going to be working on the show. What I mean by mastery is self-mastery. Now, let me ask you this. Do you believe in self-mastery? Do you believe that you can master your emotions? Ha ha ha. I have to laugh at that one because I feel like every time I speak and say that, I'm hearing giggles from the audience. Like, well, yeah, I guess I could, but for me, it's so hard because I'm so emotional. Can you master your mind, your thoughts, your thinking? Can you stop thoughts and change them and alter them as you need? Can you master your time? Can you be more productive with your time? And that's something I'm working on. Brendon Burchard has a great quote. Let's see here. If you leave your time to randomness, you are stealing from your greatness. Oh, so good. If you leave your time to randomness, you are stealing from your greatness. So could you master your time? Could you have a better schedule plan? Could you put more intention into your day and your week? Set goals to help you become and flourish more in your life and not just feel like you're overcoming whatever comes up in the day, but actually moving forward with purpose. Is that possible? Is it possible to master your relationships, to have flourishing relationships with your spouse, your partner, your kids, right? Is that possible? Yes, it is all possible. I'm here to tell you, my friends, it is not only possible, it is what we, especially as mothers, are meant to do. Just like flourishing, we need to master ourselves before we can ever hope that our children will master themselves, right? It's just like the toddler that needs to learn to master his or her emotions and stop throwing tantrums. We need to teach them that, but part of that is modeling it. A big part of it is modeling it for ourselves. So really, it's the skills of self-mastery. And what I'm working on with Mastery of Motherhood, the book, and the community and the courses is 10 core areas of mastery. And we'll talk about that another time. But I just want to say that you can and will master your emotions, master your time, your energy, your body, your spirit, all of these things. If you believe you can. And if you stick with me here and on our Mastery of Motherhood website, as soon as that gets up and running, and in our Motherhood 2.0 Facebook group. Now, the other way we're going to be connected and we're going to learn together and grow together and take it to the next level, taking motherhood to the next level. I think that's going to be our new theme. We are here taking motherhood to the next level, whatever that looks like for you. And the other way is Facebook Live. So Mondays at 9 a.m. Arizona time, which is Pacific time when it's on daylight savings in the country, and which is mountain time all the rest of the time because we are sane and do not do daylight savings time. We're the only state, but it can be a little tricky because then our times change. But 9 o'clock a.m.-ish every Monday, almost. I'm going to promise that because I put in those stipulations, so now I can be trusted to count. You can count on me that I'll be there. Go to Facebook, my Facebook page. Go there right now and click that little like button. Dr. Christina Hibbert. Go click that like button because then you'll be notified when I go live, and we're going to be talking about all of these things. We're going to have Motivation Mondays and Wednesday Weakness into Strength days and Friday Flourishing live days. So we'll talk for 15 to 30 minutes. It'll be a little mini lesson and another way you can connect. You can share your questions and thoughts live, and we can build this community and support each other as we take it to the next level. So are you with me is the question. What do you think? Are you excited? Excited to take motherhood to the next level? And if so, here are the questions of the day. And I'm also, like I said, I'm going to challenge you. So I'm always going to have something to challenge you for you to work on, to ask yourself, okay, to make the improvements that we're talking about for the day. And I really hope and pray that you will take the challenge, okay? Because you can do this. You can do this. You right there listening right now, you can do this. All of you can, okay? So the first challenge is to ask yourself a few questions. So take a little time. You can do it right now. You can pause this. You can do it, write it on your phone. You can take a piece of paper, write out that way, and journal it, whatever you like. But first of all, what does the next level of motherhood look like for you? What does that look like for you? So, like I said, maybe it looks like, just overcoming the challenge of having a newborn, getting enough sleep. Maybe you need to actively work on building up your sleep. Maybe it's more of a becoming of, I really do. I've had this issue and it's not like impacting my life on a daily basis, but I'm kind of a perfectionist and it's driving me crazy. And maybe it's time I actually go to therapy for this. Or maybe it's time that I actually get a coach because I really do want to start my business. And maybe your next level is that flourishing and that self-mastery phase. As I've been working on with my coach, Denise, who's amazing. Shout out to Denise Palmisano. As I've been working with Denise on the high performance coaching, it has really opened my eyes to all the levels of self-mastery for me. And I love self-mastery because it is a 3-level process. It is the overcoming, the becoming, and the flourishing. But it's with the goal of getting to that mastery level, which is like having your master's degree and being, something. It's not that you're finished, you're never learning anymore. You're just, you have that knowledge, those skills. And that's what we're trying to do here. So what is your next level? For me, as I've been writing the book, Mastery of Motherhood, I've actually been practicing the skills of mastering motherhood. So it's been fun to see my new levels and to write about them and to see where I need to go back. And on some things, I'm really at a low level and my next level is very small. And on other things, my next level is huge. So what is your next level, moms? What is your next level? And number 2, what is it going to take to get you there? Okay, start brainstorming. What is it going to take to get you to your next level? Now, next time we are going to meet back here when it's a one-on-one session. We're going to have some interviews. We're still going to have some fabulous guests. But on our next one-on-one session, we're going to dive into the principles of self-mastery more fully. And then each month when I do my one-on-one live, we are one-on-one here and also in all my Facebook lives. So again, go check out the Facebook page, Dr. Christina Hibbert, like it, and look for those every Monday at 9. So we are going to be focusing here and there once a month on those 10 core areas of my book, Mastery of Motherhood. We're going to start building our Mastery of Motherhood community of like-minded moms. We're going to build our tribe before the book's even finished. Yes. And it's going to help me to write the book and write it better and help you to be part of it. Because you're going to be influencing me. You're going to be sharing your thoughts on my Facebook Live and in our group. And I just really want to hear from you. So I trust you that you're going to go and be part of our Facebook group and be part of our Facebook Lives and that you're going to share your thoughts and ideas and be honest with me so that I can serve you the best possible way. And I also want to know what you would like to hear more about for your next level, what your next levels are. Go and answer those questions for yourself and then go and answer them on our Facebook page so that we can see where everybody is and find like-minded people to support us. We need each other. We need support. And that's the other key element of Motherhood 2.0. We have to do this together. We cannot do it alone. Together we are strong. Separate, we are weak. We need each other, moms more than anyone else, okay? So ditch all of the comparison, the thinking so-and-so's perfect or better than us or whatever, and just look for who needs my light today? Who needs my service, my love today? Who is like-minded and struggling with the same issues, and how might we help each other? And how might I reach out today and receive that love and support that I need to take my motherhood and my life and my business and everything I'm working on to the next level. So first we have to know the next level, then how are we going to get it there? I'm here to help you, everybody. So please let me help you and let me be there for you. And I pray and hope that you will continue to join us back here to grow through motherhood on Motherhood 2.0. People, we're doing it. We're doing it. I'm excited. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.